Good day to all of you. I'm S. Sivaram, former senior executive with 47 years of experience from CSI Paper and Boards E-Road. I am very glad to share my knowledge and experience on ISO with all of you. In our previous presentations, we have already seen videos on fires and TPM. Now, welcome to ISO Awareness Training. In this video, we will be focusing on general information on ISO 9001, ISO 14001 and ISO 45001. In the next coming videos, we will be discussing in detail separately on these three ISO standards exclusively. Contents. In this video, we will focus on the following. What is ISO? Why we need ISO, how many ISO standards are there, why ISO certification is necessary, how ISO standards work, what are the most common ISO standards, purpose of ISO 9001, ISO 14001 and ISO 45001. What is IMS, that is Integrated Management System, what is IAF and NABCB, what are certifying bodies, upgradation of ISO standards, roadmap for implementing ISO, methodology followed in ISO, benefits of ISO, and ISO policy. Before venturing into ISO, let us know what is the meaning of ISO. ISO means International Organization for Standardization. ISO is derived from the Greek word ISOS, meaning equal. ISO was founded in the year 1947. It is a worldwide federation of national standard bodies from some 164 countries with one standard body representing each other country, each member country. Its headquarters is at Geneva, Switzerland. Member organizations collaborate in the development and promotion of international standards. Why we need ISO? Sir Edwin Deming did a survey among big companies and found out that 85% of the reasons for failure to meet customer expectations are related to deficiencies in the system and process rather than the employees. He suggested that the role of management is to change the process rather than pestering employees to do better. Then how to change the process? Adopting the best practices and guidelines mentioned in the ISO is the only solution to streamline your business. How many ISO standards are there? As of April 2022, the ISO has developed over 24,261 standards covering everything from manufacturing products and technology to food safety, agriculture and healthcare. However, ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ISO 45001 are most generic ISO standards and they are applicable to most types of processes and organizations. Here we will discuss these three standards only. These ISO standards are developed by groups of experts from all over the world and are called technical committees. These experts negotiate all aspects of the standard, including its scope, key definition, and content. ISO certification issued by a company is a seal of approval from an authorized ISO certifying body, recognized internationally by ISO. These certifying bodies function throughout the world. ISO certifying companies are independent, non-governmental, international organizations that develop standards to ensure the good quality of product, environmental protection, safety, health, hygiene of employees, and efficiency of services and systems are well maintained and sustained. In fact, there are over 1 million companies and organizations in many countries which have been certified for ISO. Why ISO certification is necessary? ISO 9001 is not a legal requirement. Although recognized as important in many industries, some companies may operate without the certification. An ISO standard is essentially an internationally recognized way of doing something. It means that everyone follows the same set of guidelines no matter where they are based, resulting in a safer and more consistent end result. These benefits This benefits both the organization and the customer or end user. ISO certification guarantees the company meets global standards for business, especially in trade situations. Certification establishes credibility and trust within customers, stakeholders, and other business partners. In some industry, customers may not work with a supplier that does not hold ISO certification. Hence, many companies go in for ISO certification to be competitive and for sustaining their business. Now let's see what are the most common standards which are most prevalent in the world. Most common topmost is ISO 9001 2015 latest standard, which is also known as QMS, that is quality management system. Second is ISO 14000. It is also 2015 standard, also termed as EMS, environmental management system. Third one is ISO 45001 2018 standard. It is OHSMS, Occupation Health and Safety Management System. Previously, the British standard for Occupation Health and Safety Management System was known as OSAS 18001 2007 standard, which was recognized and implemented worldwide. It was not an ISO standard then. During 2018, OSAS was revised, upgraded, and included in ISO and was termed as ISO 45001 2018 standard. What is the purpose of these ISO standards? First, let's see ISO 9001. It is the world's best known quality management system which is followed worldwide. This system is meant for businesses and organizations that want to ensure their goods and services consistently meet the customer's requirements so that their businesses are sustained. This system is customer focused and quality ensured. The purpose of ISO 14001. It is also known as Environment Management System. It provides assurance to management, employees, and stakeholders in reducing or eliminating the impact of environment in the business in all the activities in the manufacturing processes. Environment impact will be measured periodically and improved. Compliance to legal and other requirements. What is ISO 45001? It is known as Occupation Health and Safety Management System. Its main purpose is to eliminate or reduce the hazards in all the activities of the workplace throughout the organization. Thus, safety is ensured in all the activities in the business and manufacturing process. Everyone gets home safely with good health. What is IMS? That is Integrated Management System. If a company practices ISO 9001, 14001 and 45001 and has integrated all the three systems in their business, it is commonly called as IMS, Integrated Management System. Many manufacturing companies are adopting these IMS for satisfying all the stakeholders and for sustaining their businesses. What are the advantages of IMS? Implementing integrated management system standards make a positive contribution to the world we live in. By participating in their development, maintenance, and continuous improvement, all the employees of the organization learn how to do the activities systematically, efficiently, and effectively. The standards transfer know-how, avoid wasting resources, safeguard health and safety of the employees, equipment, and society. Ensures compliance of all applicable legal and other requirements for doing business with ease and for sustainability. They facilitate trade, spread knowledge, and share technology advances and good management practices with transparency. Competitive advantage of IMS worldwide. Another impact from developing an integrated management system, IMS, is that it seems to confer a competitive advantage. Some of the larger US companies that have developed an integrated management system are also suggesting that their suppliers develop similar system. And in some markets such as Japan and European Union, an organization has to have an IMS in order to conduct business. Thus, As more customers and business partners become quality, environment, occupational health and safety conscious, implementing IMS confers a competitive advantage. Now let's see some important titles in what is IAF. The International Accreditation Forum (IAF) is a worldwide association of accreditation bodies interested in conformity assessment in the fields of management system. Example: ISO 9001, 14000, and 45000, etc. Products, processes, services, personnel, validation, and verification. Its main function is to develop a single worldwide program of conformity assessment which reduces risk for businesses and their customers by assuring them the accredited certificates and validation and verification statements may be relied upon. Now let's see what is NABCB. National Accreditation Body for Certification Bodies is the Indian National Accreditation Body recognized by IAF. It is one of the members of IAF. NABCB is internationally recognized and represents the interests of the Indian industry at international forums. NABCB provides accreditation to certifying bodies in India, example DNV, TUV, SGS, etc., based on assessment of their competence in accordance with the international standards and guidelines. Now let's see what are the certifying bodies in India. NABCB has given accreditation to the certifying bodies for doing inspections, audits, and issue ISO certificates if ISO standards and compliance are fully met. Some of the ISO certifying bodies in India are DNV Business Assurance Limited Private Limited, TUV India Private Limited, Bureau Veritas Private Limited, SGS in India Private Limited, Intertech India Private Limited. Logos of the certifying bodies are shown below. These logos can be used in the letters, pads, products of the company, meaning that the company is ISO certified by the respective certifying body. What is upgradation of ISO standards? ISO standards are reviewed every 5 to 10 years and revised if needed. Recently, during 2015, QMS EMS has been revised and WASHAS has been revised and upgraded to ISO 45001 during 2018. Increased globalization has changed the way we do business. There are increased expectations from customers and other interested parties. To be successful, businesses have to adopt to the changes to meet the growing needs of customers and society. The IS organ has developed recently a common high-level structure that is known as HLS for the management system standards, common framework, common text and terminology for the three systems. The new standard has been structured to ensure the management system is completely aligned with the business strategies of the organization, helps to achieve long-term success, ensures sustainability of business and increase profit. Roadmap for ISO implementation. First and most important is top management commitment. Engage ISO consultant or expert for guidance, etc. Establish implementation team, that is cross-functional team with management representative. Conduct ISO awareness programs and provide training. Select and train ISO internal auditors. Conduct internal audits for gap analysis and rectify all the gaps identified. Development documents, that is Apex manual, business process manuals, ISO registers, etc. Formulate ISO policy for the company. Conduct management review meeting with fixing responsibility with the target for addressing the issues. Lastly, submit for ISO external audit by the certifying body. Methodology followed in ISO. Simple procedure for doing ISO. Say what you do what you say, and where necessary, show what you did. This is a simple mantra for doing ISO. What is PDCA or Deming cycle? In all ISO management standards, PDCA cycle is the basis. P stands for plan. That is, you need to plan first. Define an objective and spell out how to achieve it. Next, under D, that is do according to your plan. Under C, that is check whether things have happened according to your plan. Lastly, A, that is based on the results, you need to act and spell out how you are going to improve next time for continual improvement. This PDA cycle is a proven method for structured way of doing business. Now let's see who has formulated this PDCA cycle. William Edwards Deming formulated this PDA cycle for doing business with ease. He was the leading management thinker in the field of quality. He was a statistician and business consultant whose methods helped hasten Japan's recovery after the World War II and beyond. He asserted that organizations that focused on improving quality would automatically reduce costs, while those that focused on reducing costs would automatically reduce quality and actually increase cost as a result. What is ISO policy? Let's see how ISO policy helps to achieve the vision mission of a company. A company who wants to get ISO should first formulate its own ISO policy and showing the main requirements of ISO has been incorporated in the policy. If the company has an existing policy, it can revise and upgrade the policy. This is the sample of ISO policy of a reputed paper manufacturing company. Since they are certified for IMS, that is ISO 9001, 14000 and 45001, they have modified the original company policy and formulated an unified ISO policy named as QEEGHS policy. That is, Q stands for quality, E is for environment, another E is for energy, G is for green resources, H for occupation health, and S is for safety. Let's see what the policy says. We are committed to continually improve our quality, environment, energy, green resources, occupational health and safety management systems with a view to promote trust of customers and other stakeholders, abatement of pollution, efficient use of water, energy and other resources, larger use of green resources and renewable energy, well-being of employees and safety of occupational workplace, competence and effective participation of all employees and service providers, and compliance of all applicable legal and other requirements. This QEGHS policy has captured all the important requirements and compliance stated in ISO standards, which had been reviewed by ISO certifying body auditors and approval given to use this policy. Now let's see what are the benefits of ISO. ISO international standards ensure quality products, hazard-free processes, and reliable services, improve systems and process efficiency. For business, they are strategy tools that reduce costs by minimizing waste, errors, and customer compliance, increasing productivity, improving safety, health of all stakeholders, and avoiding pollution. They help companies to access new markets and facilitate free and fair global trade. Companies become more competitive. Employees are happy in working in an ISO certified company. We have come to the concluding part of this video. My next videos will be in detail on ISO 9001, that is quality management system, ISO 40000 environment management system, ISO 45001 occupation and safety management system. Don't miss them. Thank you all for your patience hearing. If you like to view my previous videos on 5 years concepts and TPM, please search Learning with Sivaram in your YouTube and click the icon plant in folded hand so that my videos can be viewed in sequence. If you like these videos, please press like image and click the subscribe and bell icon and share among your friends and others who will be benefited. I will also be further uploading free videos on other management tools, example, how to become a green company, root cause analysis, Kaizen, risk management, etc. for knowledge. Once again, thank you all. Have a nice day.